Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in the last video that I just did, it was a tour of the inside of the house. Today we're going to be going outside. I'm going to share with you a tour of the outside of our property here. We've had this piece of land for about 2 years. We've been in our house for about a year, but when we first bought it, it was basically just a huge hillside, bunch of tall trees. We've done so much to it to make it to what it is today, and we're just so proud. We've done it all organically, so that's really, I mean, we're always just out here weeding, trying to like kind of fight the good fight, if you will. So if you ever see an organic farm, just like, I hope you appreciate it like we do now. So I hope you get really inspired too. You don't have to have, you know, we have almost 5 acres, but you don't even have to have that much. You can have like a little patio. I hope that you get inspired from little things that I show here and there. There's some good ideas, I feel like. So really, I just want to encourage you to get outside and make use of the space that you have. I was getting some questions if I have an Instagram account. I do. I'm going to be putting that here so you guys can go there, go check out our account. I show tons of different pictures. I'm also going to be painting this front door today, and I'll be posting it on my Instagram account. I'm not going to be sharing it today on here, but you can go to my Instagram account, see what color we decide to go with. I really think it's just kind of be like that pop of color on our like all white house here, just kind of like a warming kind of welcome, if you will. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below and let me know future ideas, what you guys want to see. And yeah, thanks for watching. All right guys, welcome to the Hill household. We have a pasture over here that is our neighbors, that we have a horse that often is like sticking his head over the side trying to get treats. So it's really fun. I feel like we have a horse even though we don't have to take care of it. So it's kind of like the best situation. So this is our house. I cannot believe that this dream of ours came true. Like I said, this was just basically a huge hill. We've had to like fill this all in, cut down a lot of trees, but all of this is left forestry. We cleared out all the dead ones. We've replanted lots of baby trees. So we're really trying to be good hostesses of the land and take care of it the best way that we can. Right here we have kind of a hammerhead that goes out. So this is kind of like a fire engine safety type of thing. So if a fire truck needs to come, they can back right in here, and it's nice and safe and just easy for them to get into. We have this little temporary fence right here because our goats are down in here. I'll show you. And this is part of our organic farming, organic homesteading, whatever you want to call it, because goats are a great way to clear your property. So they're down there eating away and talking to me. We've got some babies. We've got some older goats. 2 of those are my parents. So yeah, they're down there eating away. So here's the front side of our house. We did all cedar accents here. So my husband made these. This was built with the house, but he added the shutters after just to kind of give it a little bit more character. So I really love them. We stained them, so hopefully they won't turn gray. But I mean, if they do, we can always restain them or maybe paint them a color. So yeah, love it. I love the symmetry of it. I'm very into symmetry. I think that just adds so much beauty and it's so pleasing to the eye. So all of these plants here, I think the grass we got when it was maybe half the size, so it has grown bigger, but all of the other plants, we got these all from Costco, and they were all just bulbs, and that was in the spring. So it is August now, so this is like the size that they've grown to. So we were very impressed and blessed with how big they got just in a few months. This is the difference between peonies though and dahlias. Dahlias, this is how big they'll get when you get them like in the first season. Peonies takes years, I think, to get to the size where they're producing huge flowers, but these dahlias are awesome. They're constantly giving us flowers. I make sure and have the kids come out here and pick them like within a few days, and then they regrow. So really good to pick your flowers, then it makes more and more flowers. These are gladiolas. They're kind of getting to the end of their season here, but they were so pretty. I'll show you the ones in the back. These hostas have not done as good. This is a hosta right here. That's a hosta, and then one over there. But they have not done as good, but I wonder, I think it's because they actually prefer shade, and this is not the shady side of the house. So this little honeysuckle here is for my mom's. It is so cool because if you have family or friends, you can actually take little starts from their plants and plant them in your own yard. And that way you don't even have to buy them. And it's actually kind of a cool story. And it's from somebody that you love. So I think that's really cool. This will be cool and kind of grow up, I think. So, and it's just, it smells so good. And it attracts hummingbirds, which we do have a lot of those around here, and we all freak out every time. It never gets old seeing a hummingbird. They're just so cool looking. This plant as well, I can't remember the name of this one, but it attracts butterflies and hummingbirds, and it's just so pretty. I love how it looks kind of like a wildflower. So let me go back here. This is the front walk. My husband laid this all out. Yes, I've got so many compliments on him, and I try to like talk it up to him too. Like, people think that you are amazing, babe, and you are. So I hope you appreciate, because I appreciate him so much. He works so hard. I come up with these crazy ideas and he makes them happen, and I'm really blessed by him. He's such a hard worker. But this was all laid on top of sand and just laid in this cool herringbone pattern. I think it's so beautiful. The kids and I just put these rocks along the side here, and I think that just kind of makes it look a little bit more finished. It was just dirt and just kind of butting up to that, so I think a border really does add a lot. Okay, so here is the front door. Like I said, I'm going to be painting this today. When you're building a house, you kind of have to pick and choose where you want to spend money. I decided not to opt for a wood door. Maybe looking back, maybe I should have, but I've just been feeling like it needs something to kind of break up. Like, I love having an all white farmhouse, but I think just the pop of the front door would really add a lot. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, painting that. I can't wait to show you guys. It's going to really be a pretty color, I feel like. These planters I just got from Target. They're like $30, I want to say. They're actually a plastic, so super lightweight. The foot actually comes off too, so that kind of makes it nice if you want to stack them and store them. Over here, I got these from Hay Needle. I'm going to be putting all the links for everything that I can down below, so you guys can go straight to the links if you want to find something that I'm talking about. And then this rug is also from Target. It's an outdoor rug. I just pressure washed it yesterday because there was cat poop on there, so that was lovely. The joys of living out with animals, but I wouldn't change it for anything. It's so fun. We're never bored. So these chairs here, my mom actually found from Goodwill. They were brand new. Target, I think when they, at the end of the season, they'll just donate a lot of their stuff. And so she scooped them up, I think 2 years ago, I want to say. But yeah, brand new, so cheap. This is new from Target, so I got that this year. But this thing is awesome because it looks like wood, but it's not. It's like a ceramic, I think. But I love the like whole rippled effect. I think that looks really cool and adds character to it. I did have this all decorated not too long ago for 4th of July, but I'm really liking it now because it's a little bit more simple, so I'm kind of just enjoying that. And then I have the same thing going on over here, just mirroring underneath the window. I love symmetry, like I said. And then these, we actually, when they built the house, they put rain gutters, and it was so sad because they covered up the beams. So we ended up getting these chains with like these little crystals. It's kind of like jewelry for the house. I don't think it takes away from the beams. It just kind of adds a little something. So I thought that that was like a really good solution that we came up with so that the beams could still be showing, but we could still also have the rainwater runoff. Over here we have a sign that Richard made. So this is like one of the projects we have going on. We actually built this even before we moved in, but we're gonna put some metal writing and have this at the end of our driveway so that people can know that that's our driveway. I do want to point out this big, huge retaining wall that my husband figured out how to do himself, made it with my brother's help. We have my parents that we can use their equipment because they're farmers, so we got to use their equipment. We got help with it. We are so blessed. This was just, I mean, like I said, it was just a big, huge hill, so we had to do so much to make it a livable, flat space. This is the garage side of our house, And this is a little real life action going on. We got to take this out. I think the garbage is coming in 2 days, but living out in the country, I order like pretty much everything online. So groceries, clothes, you name it, anything for the kids, it all pretty much comes online. So I need to kind of sort this. I was pretty good like folding up stuff, but we need to do that more. This here, I just have like some gardening stuff. Eventually we're going to be doing a greenhouse so I can have a place to store a lot more of things like this. But for now, this is just kind of sitting here until I use it. So we have gloves for the kids, tools, kind of just gets thrown in that cute little basket. Okay, so this is the back side of our house. We have this trampoline. Okay, trampolines are not the most beautiful, eye-pleasing things ever, but if you have one, you know how much your kids just enjoy it, and like it's just the best exercise. They detox on it. It's so good for you. So I really encourage them to be out on it. And so yeah, that is that. Got my son's little tractor here. He loves this thing. He rides it all the time. He has a little gator too. It's currently needing to be worked on. So let me just say that this garden was not here about, I don't know, 5 months ago. Neither was this. This is a chicken coop and the goat area. And then also we have a playhouse. So all of this stuff has been in a matter of 6 months. So we have done a lot of work. And I'm going to share what our little garden looks like. This is not a flat surface. So even before we moved here, we made these sections thinking that we would put it on a flat surface, but then we realized where we actually wanted to put the garden, it was not flat. So we really had to be creative. We did some staggering here you can kind of see, because I wanted it to be very eye pleasing and not be like, you know, stair stepped. I wanted it to be very just smooth and eye pleasing in the front here. So he really did some good engineering here to make it look as best as possible, but also the most practical. We have this this gate, we have a gate there, and we also have a gate over there so we can access it from all different sides. We have landscaping fabric laid down all over with these bark chips over the top, which I love it. It just makes it look so clean, and then it keeps all of your vegetables nice and clean and weed free. So like our lettuce was not covered in dirt. This has all since been eaten and pulled up. We've either eaten it or we've given it to our chickens or our goats. We have our corn area back here. We have carrots, we have squash. This I think we might be overwatering, so we're gonna not water that guy as much. But those back there are doing really well. And then I'm gonna show you behind the garden area and show the plans that we have for back there. Okay, back to show you behind the garden area, and I found 2 of our girl goats. This is Lavender, she's the newest. She is so sweet and so tiny. Isn't she sweet? There's Holt. If he's glowing white, it's because I just put sunblock all over him. Oh, is that Lilac?
Uh-huh.
Is she so sweet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
She wants to come to you.
She wants to come to me?
Uh-huh.
I don't think she does. I think she wants to eat. Oh,
Her
she is a love bug though, aren't you?
You hold her strap.
Hold her strap.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, baby. You're a love bug, huh?
Yeah. Good boy. You're a good boy.
She's a good girl. She's a girl.
She's in the poison oak.
She's in the poison oak. Okay, so that is one thing that we've really been battling on this property is poison oak.
Mom, I saw a snake over there.
You saw a snake?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Last morning.
You got some dirt on your face.
Oh.
Oh, and there's Dolly. So this is my brother's excavator we were able to borrow. We are so thankful that we can borrow it every once in a while because this is an area that we're gonna do a future greenhouse on. It's actually a really cool idea because, like I said, we have a hillside, so nothing is really flat on this land. So everything we have to work hard for.
Dig this out, Mama.
Yes, Papa dig that out. So it's a terrace.
Turn down here, Mama.
Okay, I'm gonna talk about how it's gonna look though, so hold on just a second. So it's actually going to be a 2-terraced greenhouse, and it'll be like a gate here or maybe a walkway. We're not really sure what we're going to do yet.
Mama, gate.
We're going to do a gate?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be an amazing greenhouse. That is going to be like for next summer. We've done so much this summer. I think we're going to start
Down there, right there.
a greenhouse down there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's going to look so good. So excited to have a place to grow and to store things and just to be beautiful. Rough fence around that. In the future, I'll show you guys where we go down to our pond, because we actually have a pond down there, but everything is just kind of overgrown.
That way,
Yes, that way, baby. This is Holt, by the way. How old are...
Excavator.
Yes, this is his favorite thing in the whole wide world, excavator. Holt, how old are you?
2, 1, 3, 4.
Oh,
That's
and,
a
and
boulder.
2, 1, 3, 4. That's how old I tell people I am too. Okay, this is the current project that we are working on. I'm sure Richard loves me videotaping him as he's working. It's literally, I've wanted to film this so many different times. I'm like, well, maybe when we finish this project or when we finish this project, but I mean, I don't think you're ever done. So I'm just gonna show it what it looks like, and then you guys can come back and see it when it looks more put together, and then the future projects we work on. So this whole path here, he has put in, this is gonna be so nice in Oregon when it's rainy in the winter and we want to come out here. We don't have to get completely muddy, so that is going to be so nice having this path. This over here is kind of what we call like a bonus little garden area. We needed more space for squash and different things, and because of the chickens and that they're free range, we put these cages over the top, and then once they get big enough, then we take the cages off, and so far they're not really messing with it, so I'm excited about that. And I think, like I've heard, like squash, deer, and different animals don't mess with because they have like the pokey leaves and the pokey, vegetables. So this whole area, we were just going to build a chicken coop, but then when we realized we needed goats to really help us clear the land, we decided to add on and do a goat area. So this whole thing was not here a few months ago. He has done this whole chicken coop. He's added this outside area for the chickens, and then now he's doing an outside area for the goats. This whole pile over here is going to be an outside area for the goats. So behind the goat stall here, they're gonna have like a big outside area to live in permanently, like in the winter. So in the summer, they'll be rotating around the property eating, and then in winter, they'll just be behind there. And then right here, we've actually planted this all. We've scraped this all out with a mini excavator because this is where a lot of the poison oak was. So we scraped that all out and planted it to seed. It was kind of funny because after we planted, the chickens were like, oh, thank you, and the ducks, and they were just digging and eating. And so we had to put up this temporary fence to kind of protect it while the grass gets underway and gets a little bit more established. Then we'll take that out and then hopefully do like a little swing underneath the trees. This area is a little bit of a mess because this is where we've been keeping the goats because they don't have a permanent area yet. And because we have to keep the girls and the boys separate, we keep the girls in here when they're not free range, just so they're safe. And then we lock that so they couldn't get in there because they were getting into the chicken food and loving it. Hey, babe.
Hey. Hola.
Hola. It's looking good.
Thank you.
He's using the spray gun, making the job a little easier.
Yeah. Making my hair awesome.
Yeah, you're looking a little white. You're looking just like the kids because they have the sunblock on, but yours is paint.
Yeah.
Everyone's a little extra white.
Oh yeah.
So I got this cute little chicken coop sign from Etsy. So cute. We actually got these old windows. We put these in the chicken coop and also the playhouse. My husband was so smart because he actually found these plexiglass inserts, so you can just glue in plexiglass and you do not have to do real glass, which makes it so nice and cheap, especially for the playhouse, then the kids can't break it. So this is the Dutch door that he made. I love little details like this that just make it feel one of a kind and just extra special. So we can just open the top here and look inside real quick. These roosting bars. It's so fun. Every night we come in and shut the door, make sure they're all safe and count them. And they're usually just lined up so cute. We tuck them in, say goodnight. So yeah, we got poop everywhere, but that's kind of just how it goes with a chicken coop. And then you can open up the bottom door as well. He made these roosting boxes in here. We have not actually gotten our first eggs, so we're just like kids on Christmas. Every day we come out here trying to look for some eggs. So one of these days we'll get some. And then what's really cool too is he made these like outside access doors that we can just open up and look inside and see if we got any eggs. That's kind of nice too if we don't want to go inside. And I just love all the hardware and the detail of it. It just makes it look so cool and gives it so much more character. This goat area is kind of a work in progress. He just painted it, so I'm not going to touch it. I love that it very much matches the other side with the wire, so that just looks so cool to me. And then he did this like bigger X down here at the bottom, and then the really tall, cool door. I just think all the little details he has done is so cute. Hi. You sitting back there enjoying the view?
Yeah.
Awesome. Got chicken out there digging. I'll walk around and show you guys behind. Back here is where their permanent area will be. So this will all be fenced in. We'll have 2 separate areas for the girls and the boys. Got all of our ducks and chickens kind of hiding around here. Okay, so this is the goat pen. This is what they will be staying in when it's cold and rainy and they want to get out of it, so they can come in here, or when it's hot. It's really nice because we do have this tree, so they can get some shelter that way too. But we're going to do a shelf up here for their hay, and probably do like little hooks for their lead ropes, and we want to put like little name plates and just make it extra cute. Back here we'll do their feeders. He did like an overhang up here so that their feeders will be kind of protected from the elements, and then we can kind of keep the food out of their pen too, and hopefully keep that a little bit cleaner. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Yeah. The chickens have personality. I never knew how much personality they have until we have them, but I'm thoroughly enjoying them. They're so stinking cute and sassy. Okay, we're gonna go over to, this fence will not be here, but so eventually when this is all growing up, we can walk on the path. We can head over to the kids' play area where the kids are at right now. If they're a little ghostly white, that's because of their sunscreen. Mama put natural sunscreen on them and they do not care for the whiteness, but these were really pretty. Let me just start by saying that they have since died and been chewed on by all sorts of animals. So what is that? Silas? He's laying down. He wants to see if you have something for him to eat. Okay, so this is their playhouse. Isn't it the cutest thing? I love the cedar beams up here. I think that is so cute, like the detail of the wood. He also did a Dutch door on their little house. We took an old door that was in one of my parents' barns and cut it in half. And I think it is so cute. They can stick their little heads out, and they can keep the goats out or the chickens out if they want. Oh, are you gonna open the door for me? Hi. You say hi. Say hello. Oh. And then, yeah, you know what I'm thinking of actually doing? I saw this on Instagram. They had fake plants, babe. I think I told you about it last night.
Oh yeah.
Fake plants. I think I'm gonna do that because it's just too hard. All the chickens and the goats, they were like, oh, thank you for this tasty treat. Okay, can I see the inside? We got a little vintage, I don't even know if it's vintage. We bought it at an antique store, but I think it's a replica. It's a little post office box. So cute hanging there. My mom got the kids a little bell. Can you show them your bell? Mm-hmm. We're gonna train our goats to come to it with little treats, huh?
Mm-hmm. Alfalfa pellets.
Yeah. They've got a cool little made to look vintage telephone and a vintage sideboard here. Cute little table. So pretty.
And then Evie made this hanger thing out of the stick I found.
Yep. Hang all their stuff right there.
Mama, come on. show you
Okay.
the stove.
Okay, oh, and then the stove.
And this is where we keep all of our wood, and then we put sticks in there.
Hey, Mama,
You actually can
Wouldn't
light
it
a
be
real
so-
fire in there.
That would be so cool to get that all hooked up so
show you something.
we could do a real fire. Okay,
These are our beds.
the vine maple is already turning. It's so pretty.
This is our bedding, but we pretend these are bed, but we are using our dresses for beds.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you got a washboard out here. Are you doing some laundry? And this is the view they have. We want to do, I think, steps down on this side so they can kind of get down.
And then we're gonna have a swing.
Oh yeah, we want to do a swing. We've even talked about doing a slide. So many ideas we have, huh? Yeah. And then I don't know what we're going to do with all this. He kind of scooped this all out to get rid of the poison oak. So we might plant it to grass.
Silas.
This is our back area. Again, we planted all of these plants in the spring. These are the gladiolas. They're doing much better. I think they kind of bloomed a little bit later because this is a little bit more shaded back here. But Richard built this trellis here. I finally figured out what I want to plant. We did this planter box when we got the concrete made, and I was like curious because I want to get something that's obviously beautiful, but I don't want it to like ruin our foundation. But I've decided I'm going to get a climbing white rose. I think that would be so pretty. So we just have to wait for the right time of year to buy that and plant it. So probably early next spring. We have an outside shower here, which is amazing. So nice, just hosing off the kids. We have a hot and cold water hose bib so they can actually take warm showers. I tell them that they're spoiled, that they don't have to get hosed down with a cold hose like we used to. This is our mudroom door here. We have just like a container there with all of our goat stuff. And then we just kind of have some random things here. We put the umbrella when we're not using it right here so that it doesn't blow over in case there's any wind. There's our cactus we got from Palm Springs like 4 years ago. It was like this tall when we got it, and it's grown quite a bit. It just stays out here all year round too, which is amazing that it does so well in colder. It doesn't get like super cold here, but it definitely is not the desert. So this area is just a nice little seating area, or sitting area, I should say. This white rug I have to clean all the time. Do I advise getting a white outdoor rug? No, I do not. So take that into consideration if you're looking at getting one. But it looks like pretty clean here, but you can tell like people were walking on here. So when Richard was making breakfast this morning. So there's a dead bird that our cats got. So a little bit more of real life for you. They're constantly killing things. Sometimes not things that you really want to be killed, like necessarily birds, but they kill moles and mice and rats and all sorts of stuff that we were like, yes, way to go, cats. So really proud of them. I did have all these chairs fixed. Let me fix them real quick. Okay, that's a little better. I fixed all the chairs, and I actually tried to move the bird, but there's yellow jackets and I'm very allergic to bees, so I might have Richard come and toss it off the side of the deck. So this is our table and chairs. We eat out here probably at least twice a day. It is just fabulous. I think we eat way more outside in this house because we have a covering and it's on a different side of the house. So on the, I think, north side of the house. So it's just a lot nicer and cooler. We love our concrete. This is all stamped concrete. It's all stained too to be this color. We love having concrete. It's so easy just to wash it off. There's no real maintenance. You can seal it. Like they say to do it like every year, but we, at our old house, we never did, and we still thought it was amazing. Hello, Rice. Okay, so we have our little herb garden here. The goats have just had their way with it. When we get our permanent situation set up for them, hopefully that'll be a lot easier to keep this nice. The certain ones they don't eat, like they don't really eat the mint or the basil, so the basil and the mint are thriving, but the rosemary, the parsley, the chives, the strawberries, yes, and the beans, they love that all. So it's been kind of annihilated. So hopefully next year we'll have better luck, but we still actually have been able to use a lot of it. And then just this area, I'm hoping that we can actually do someday a whole, like, one of Richard's many projects. The poor guy, I just have so many ideas, but I was thinking like a outside sectional made of wood, and then we get our own cushions and put them on there. So I think that that would be such a cool little area. Maybe do like a fire, like gas pit thing. So hopefully that will be someday. But right now we've got our hammock, we've got the fringe going on, this huge umbrella that is so nice. Just this cozy little space. So I love this area. And then down here eventually, so while we have the mini excavator, we leveled this little pad off down there. We're going to do a white stucco fireplace or a white brick fireplace that kind of goes up and just really is a really cool backdrop to just the nature. And then gonna do a seating area and do like all brick, stonework, something like that. So this is going to be amazing. The greenhouse in this area will be for next year's projects. Of course, we've got the goats over there, so they just have kind of been moving around. Hi, buddy. Are you rubbing against my leg? Are you rubbing poison oak on my leg? Who, me? Who, me? Hi, Racy. I'll give you kind of the angle from this. I love this shot. I think that's so pretty with the stairs. I love the covering. We love having the lights. We're hoping that we can do these same kind of lights out on the playhouse and the chicken coop, and then we can look outside and it'll be all twinkly and bright. But we don't have any power out there, so either it has to be solar powered or we have to dig a trench and get power out there. So just, you know, the millions of different things that we could do out here. And also a hot tub and a pool, and oh my goodness, we could go nuts. And then just, I mean, I don't know why I'm showing this. This is just a little rug, and then a little shoe box. We have like a little box for our shoes, and then usually the barbecue sits right there, but it's out right now because we were using it earlier. And the one last project, I don't want to overwhelm you, talk about all the things that we want to do, but eventually I think we'll do some sort of a barn or a shed or shop, something like that. Our little garage, it's so hard just holding everything that we need. So we're hoping that we can kind of carve out a space here or maybe further back. We're not really sure yet, but that will be kind of an eventual project as well. But I mean, we have to just kind of tell ourselves to stand back and look at everything that we've done, because we've done so much, and it's so amazing, and we're just so proud. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. You got some good ideas, got inspired, and we will see you next time.